Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan pre-market view. Indian markets yesterday had a sluggish kind of a day. However, the indices finally managed to close in positive territory. Sensex ended up by 75 points while Nifty made a gain of 20 points. After a cut the day before, Indian markets were quite volatile. However, due to lack of any flows or major trigger, the market finally ended sideways. If you look at the advanced decline, it deteriorated a bit, and the broad-based mid-cap momentum which was there in the previous few sessions waded yesterday. If you look at the cues from US market, they aren't quite good. Yesterday Dow had a triple digit cut and ended down by 120 points, while Nasdaq was sharply down by 83 points. Even S&P had a cut of about 16 points. S&P ended down 4 days in a row in the last 5 trading sessions, indicating certain set of bearish momentum there. The cut yesterday in particular was due to poor corporate results, especially in the biotechnology and the media sector, which weighted down on the overall indices out there. Taking cues from US market, even Asia is currently trading down. SGX is showing a initial cut of about 27 points and will open with a gap down. If you look at the flows yesterday, they were absolutely lackluster. FIIs were seller to the tune of 109 crores, whereas GIs were buyer to the tune of 111 crores in the cash market, whereas FIIs were marginal buyers of 266 crores in the index future. Now, after this gap down opening, how Nifty is likely to trade throughout the day? Let's have a view from our derivatives team.
Good morning friends, we'll give an analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's market, taking mixed cues from the international markets, we have seen Nifty opening up with a negative bias of around 10-20 points, and later throughout most part of the day we have seen Nifty oscillating between negative and positive territory and trying to cross the important resistance of 8,600. However, in the last 1 hour of trade, we have seen Nifty taking resilience at lower level, and due to support buying, we have seen Nifty crossing 8,600 and eventually closing above 8,600 at 8615 with a 0.26% gain. While on the open interest terms, we have seen 1.5% build up in open interest, and cost of carry have also increased from around 4.96% to 5.33%, indicating that premium have also increased from around 24 odd points to 27 odd points, indicating some kind of long positions was built up by market participants, since we have crossed the crucial resistance of 8,600 and Nifty was managed to close above the crucial resistance level. Put call ratio in line with the market going up, we have seen for a sharp upside in put call ratio for around 3 odd basis point. Eventually the market have already risen by only 0.23%, but the put call ratio have risen around 3 basis point from 0.96 to 0.99 levels. Now the put call ratio is nearby its resistance zone. Around 1 there is a resistance for the put call ratio, so watch out for that. Eventually if you also see in yesterday's trade, 8,600 call option have not shaded any kind of open interest, which we have spoken in yesterday, that if 8,600 call option shows unwinding, we might see a further upside in the market, but despite of crossing 8,600, we have not seen unwinding in call option, which is a bit negative sign for the market. Indian volatility index was more or less same at 14.73 levels. The options activity, as suggested, 8,600 call option continues to add in open interest. It has seen an addition of around 11 odd percentage, followed by 8,700 and 8,800. However, not much of addition was seen in both the strike price, only 1 odd percentage. While in put option, we continue to see heavy build up. 8,600 put option have seen an addition of around 19%, which has seen a maximum addition in yesterday's trade, followed by 8,400 and 500 put option have seen an addition of around 11 to 12 odd percentage. Now the highest call base continues to be at 8,800 strike price, while the highest put base is at 8,200 strike price. Now in today's trading session, since we are getting a negative cues from the international markets, we might see some kind of gap down opening of 20-30 points, but eventually we have to watch closely on our VWAP level, which is around 8575. There are two securities in the buying period for today's trade, that is Amtech Auto and Indiabulls Real Estate. On FIS terms, they were net buyers in index futures of around 266 crores, and the open interest of FIS went up by around 1.5%, indicating some long positions was built up by FIS in yesterday's trade. In index options, there were net buyers of 854 crores, while stock futures net sellers of 50 crores. and stock options net sellers of 125 crores only. As suggested, market level of 5 days, we were at around 8575, and in today's trading session, this level would be quite crucial enough since we are opening a bit on the negative side. So 8575, around 856075 odd levels, we might see Nifty taking some kind of support buying, and eventually if it breaks this level, then it can be some kind of selling pressure which could drag Nifty to 8500 odd level also. So eventually in today's trading session, 8575, 8560 levels would be quite crucial to watch out for, and the higher range for our VWAP level is at 8675. SGX Nifty has suggested it's some kind of negative opening, is down by 27.5 odd points at 8586. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's have a look at the trading ideas for the day. The first one being Sun Pharma. Now, Sun Pharma's subsidiary Taro Pharma came out with its results today morning. Taro results are excellent. The sales stood at $215 million, up 65% YOY. Margins were quite sharply up YOY and stood at 62.3%, while the PAT came in at $104 million. This would have a negative rub-off effect on Sun Pharma in trade today, and one can long Sun Pharma with stop loss of 833.4 for a potential upside of 865 and above that at 870. Again, Fortis Healthcare came out with its results post-market yesterday. The numbers were pretty good. The company is back to profit, and the net profit stood at 87 crore versus loss of 45.8 crore YOY. So one can long Fortis with stop loss of 191 and the potential upside could be 202 and above that at 205. There's some negative news coming in for steel sector. As per a Bloomberg current survey, the steel prices are likely to drop by 10% more from the current levels. Now the prices are already at 1 year low. So certain steel stocks can come under pressure, and one can short Tata Steel with a stop loss of 264.40 for a potential downside of 255 and below that at 252. Moving on to important news, Coal India yesterday has said that the company will invest close to 13,900 crore to take its production capacity up to 900 million tons by 2020. This is positive news for Coal India. Bharti Airtel has commercially launched 4G services in 296 towns across India. IRDA may finalize norms for corporate agents. Now this is positive news for insurance players like Bajaj Finserv, Max India and Reliance Capital. Also, India is seeking to step up scrutiny of offshore wealth manager. SEBI has recently sent letters to various wealth managers which are operating outside India, out of low tax countries and centers. Goa Chief Minister has officially said that the Vedanta coal mine will finally restart its operations. Important results which have been announced yesterday. Bajaj Electrical had reported a threefold increase in its net profit, which stood at 20.34 crore. Tata Global Beverages, the numbers came in a bit disappointing. The Q1 result was down by 15% and stood at 82.31 crore. GMC Project reported a strong set of earnings growth for Q1. The PAT grew by 48% YOY to 6.34 crores. OFSS announced its numbers yesterday. The consolidated net profit stood at 329.3 crore versus 230.4 crore QOQ. The KEI industry Q1 net profit came in at 11.7 crore versus 3.5 crores. Important results which are likely to be announced today, and their estimates. Tata Motors, an important number there for the market as well. 2,860 crores is what the street is expecting. REC 1,470 crore, Mahindra & Mahindra 693 crore, Grasim Industry 472 crore, BHEL estimate here is 177 crore, Cox & King estimate again here is 175 crore. We have Kaltaru Power estimate here is 46 crore, Gateway Distripark estimate here is 48 crores, and Ratnamani Metals estimate here is 46 crore. Moving on to watch list for the day, stock with positive bias, we like Kotak Mahindra Bank, Siemens and LIC Housing Finance. And on the short side, one can look to short Sun TV and REC. A stop loss of 1.5 to 2% is recommended here. Stocks for long-term investment, we like Hero MotoCorp, Torrent Pharma, Axis Bank, Ultratech Cement and Infosys. That's it we have in today's session. Thank you.